Listen to me. Life doesn't hand you success. It demands your soul for it. And most people fail because they don't want to pay the full price. They want the results, but not the responsibility. They want the recognition, but not the repetition. They want the promise, but not the process. You think failure happens overnight? No, it happens one excuse at a time. It's the late alarm you hit 3 mornings in a row. It's the workout you skipped because you were too tired. It's that project you delayed again because you'll start fresh next week. You're not losing to life, you're losing to your own comfort. You keep saying you want success, but your habits tell a different story. You talk like a lion, but you move like a sheep. You post motivation, but you live on autopilot. You pray for change, but you run back to the same comfort zone that's been killing your fire for years. And here's the truth. Comfort kills dreams faster than failure ever could. The greats, Edison, Lincoln, Ford, Disney, Eric Thomas, they didn't have comfort. They had chaos, pain, and problems. But they also had conviction. Edison failed 1,000 times, not because he enjoyed failing, but because he refused to let failure define him. He turned failure into feedback. He turned rejection into fuel. You see, most people stop when life hits back, but the relentless, they rise when the pain hits. They use the pain as proof that they're still alive, still in the game. That pain becomes power because it forces you to grow into someone the old you could never handle. You think the struggle is your enemy? No. The struggle is your sculptor. It's carving out your strength. It's shaping your hunger. It's teaching you to value what others take for granted. That's why you can't afford to quit, because your pain is birthing a version of you that success will need. Most people fail because they're addicted to the idea of someday. Someday I'll start. Someday I'll grind. Someday I'll chase it. But someday never comes because someday is the language of the lost. Winners talking now. You can't afford to wait for motivation. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. You won't always feel ready, but if you move, if you take action in the absence of comfort, that's where the transformation begins. Discipline is the bridge between wishing and winning. It's the difference between potential and proof. And that's what separates the great from the average. Consistency when it's hard, faith when it's dark, focus when it's lonely. Listen, I get it. You've failed before. You've fallen. You've doubted yourself. But so did everyone who ever made it. The difference, they didn't stay down. They learned. They adjusted. They refused to make quitting an option. The truth is, success doesn't require talent. It requires grit. It requires a mindset that says, I might bend, but I won't break. Think about Eric Thomas, homeless, hungry, sleeping in abandoned buildings. But he didn't stop. He studied. He worked. He built something from nothing because his hunger was bigger than his circumstances. He wasn't chasing luck. He was chasing purpose. Most people fail because they focus on what they lack instead of what they can create. They complain about time, money, or opportunity, but they don't realize the greatest opportunity they'll ever have is the one staring at them in the mirror. You don't need more resources. You need more resolve. The same 24 hours that build empires is the same 24 hours you waste doubting yourself. The same obstacles that broke others can build you if you stop making excuses and start making effort. You've been trained by society to chase comfort. The world tells you, relax, you deserve it. Take it easy, life's short. But discipline says, life's short, so don't waste it. Work now so you can live free later. You have two choices every morning: evolve or repeat, grow or stay stuck. The decision you make when nobody's watching will define the life you live when everyone's watching. Stop saying you want success. Prove it. Prove it with your grind. Prove it with your discipline. Prove it with your ability to show up when you don't feel like it. Because when you stay consistent, even when it hurts, that's when life starts to bend in your favor. Let me tell you something. Success isn't owned. It's rented. And rent is due every single day. Every workout, every study session, every early morning, every late night, it's all rent. Most people fail because they stop paying rent once they feel comfortable. But the relentless, the hungry, they never stop. Ford went broke 5 times before building his empire. Walt Disney was fired for lacking creativity. Thomas Edison failed so many times they called him crazy. But they didn't care about the critics, they cared about the cause. You can't control the outcome, but you can control your effort. You can't control the pain, but you can control how you respond to it. And if you keep showing up, keep learning, keep fighting, the universe has no choice but to reward your discipline. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your parents, your city, your job, your lack of support. The moment you take full ownership is the moment you take back your power. Because here's the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody owes you success. The world only respects those who earn it through sweat, persistence, and consistency. Most people quit because it's hard, but hard is what makes it worth it. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in challenge. Diamonds are made under pressure, not protection. You can't afford to fail because someone out there is depending on you to win. Your family, your future, your legacy. There's a version of you that's counting on you to stop giving up every time it gets tough. Don't just survive, dominate. Don't just dream, execute. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Create it through effort. You were built for more. You were designed for greatness, but potential means nothing without pursuit. So get up, lock in, shut down every distraction, and prove to yourself that this time you won't fold, you won't back down, you won't quit halfway. You've come too far to only come this far. You've survived too much to play small now. The world doesn't need another talker, it needs another doer. So hear me clearly. This is your time. Your pain was preparation. Your setbacks were shaping you. And your story is far from over. The ones who win are not the lucky, they are the relentless. The ones who wake up and choose discipline when others choose doubt. The ones who push forward when comfort whispers quit. Failure isn't final unless you surrender. So rise up. Get focused, get consistent, because success will not meet you halfway. It only meets those who refuse to stop walking. Don't chase motivation. Build momentum. Don't seek validation. Earn respect. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Because most people fail, but you can't afford to. You've got one life, one shot, one chance to prove that the struggle was worth it. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and say it with your chest. I will not quit. I will not fold. I will not fail because I was built to win.